Welcome back to another video. This is how to beat Kang in 6 minutes or less. And we're going to kick things off with his signature ability, Neurokinetic Suit. So Kang reduces all damage taken by 90%. It's unaffected by ability actually. However, this reduction is decreased by 75% when Kang has 1 bar of power, 55% when Kang has 2 bars, and 30% when Kang has 3 bars of power. And next up, he's got a few always active abilities. Starting off with his immunities, he's immune to Miss, Power Lock, Power Steal, Power Drain, and Power Burn. And also, when he's at 3 bars of power, he is immune to Special Lock. And when he's stunned, we reduce the duration of future stuns by 0.1 seconds. Then when he becomes stun immune, and he also partially negates class disadvantage and gains 2046 attack when fighting Cosmic Champs. First up, we've got Power Loop here, and it's activated in all phases and is the main component of this fight. At the start of the fight, Kang activates a timer of 10 seconds and then randomly selects either 0, 1, 2 or 3 bars of power. Now when the timer expires, or if we have launched the corresponding special, then we have a 140% chance to gain a power charge. If we fail to have the right bars of power or launch that correct special, and we take direct damage of 12,278.4. It's pretty nasty if we do fail this, and we do need a set number of charges in each phase to move on to the next part. Once we achieve the right number of power charges, depending on the phase we're in, then Kang goes into Time Collapse. During Time Collapse, Kang is passively stunned, he cannot gain any power, and his Neurokinetic Suit damage reduction is reduced to 0. This stun does not affect any future stuns. We can do a normal damage and just try and zerg him down through each phase during this point. The phase transitions that last 9.5 seconds. While transitioning phases, neither champion can gain power and Kang is indestructible. Now for the first 6 seconds he is very defensive, and for the final 3.5 seconds he is unblockable and very aggressive and you can't knock him down. So along with Kang's new special attack animation, we can also manipulate our own power from his special attack. There's 3 hits, and every time we evade one of the hits we gain 50% of bar power, and for each hit we block we lose 50% of bar power. It's a great way to manipulate our power for Power Loop. So on Kang's special attack 2, if we do block any of the hits, then we'll be both power locked and special locked for 8 seconds, and Kang would gain 100% of the power we should have gained. That could really mess up the Power Loop, so be careful with his SP2. The Kang special attack 3, it's kind of like his old one in animation. I don't have a recording of it because I've not been hit by it yet. If I were to get hit by it, I'd be instant KO, and it can't be prevented by Heimdall or even Hercules' signature ability, so I'd recommend avoiding it like the plague. Moving on to the phases, there are 4 phases, and phase 1 is from 100 down to 91% health. And we need 3 power charges for Kang to suffer a time collapse for 10 seconds. In this phase, additionally, the current power loop is immediately removed if we don't manage to go from the time collapse down to the second phase, and for each power charge that we have, we gain 25% base attack rating and 10% combat and ability power rate. In phase 2, we need 4 power charges in order for Kang to suffer a time collapse. And in this phase, we gain 1% of a bar of power every second. This increases by 1% every time we activate a special attack, up to a maximum of 7%, and resets after time collapse. In this phase, the cost of both champions' special attacks are reduced to 50%, and this will not trigger if the special attack already costs less than 50%. Another part of this phase is the power gain effect from Kang's special attack 1 is increased by a flat 50%, and during our special attacks we suffer minus 60% ability actually during the special attacks. Moving on to phase 3, from 50% down to 2% health. Now we need 6 power charges in order for Kang to suffer a 10-second time collapse, and in this phase we lose 1% of a bar of power every second. This increases by 1% each time we activate a special attack up to a max of 7, and resets after each time collapse. If the opponent performs the same combo in the attack, 4th light, 2nd medium or heavy twice in a row, we also lose 50% of a bar of power, and the power drain effect from Kang's special 1 is also increased by 50% flat. So we definitely keep an eye on that, because that really could screw us over in terms of the power loop and achieving the power charges. Phase 4, 2 down to 0% health. It's just a race to get to an SB3 before Kang does. So Kang's suit now malfunctions and he takes 0 damage here from anything other than an SB3. He's also unblockable and his special attack 1 and 2 are locked. Now he gains 80% of a bar of power per second and we gain up to 25% of a bar of power per second depending how close we are to Kang. So get to an SB3, launch it, and that's Kang in the bin. We win, fight over. Lovely jubbly. This has been how to defeat Kang in 7.3 in 6 minutes or less. Hopefully you've learned something new on how to fight him, and good luck when you do face him. If you did enjoy the video, please shout out a wee like, and I will catch you in the next one. All the best.